All right, let's do a little bit of research. I was looking into Juan Diego. This is a little much. I want to find something more modern. Help me find like a very modern. What are some like there like a Catholic miracle, specifically Catholic, that's like heavily documented and there's a lot of proof. Give me an example of one, maybe more modern. Let's see what my boy ChatGPT comes up with here. The Lord's medical healings. Lourdes, France is tied to the 1858 apparitions of Mary to St. Bernadette. A lot of apparitions to Mary. What makes Lourdes different is that the Lourdes Medical Bureau, established in 83, which investigated and reported cures, a medical article hosted by notes that the mythology began. Okay. For only a small number of beneficial records. There are around 70 recognized. In 2025, a 72nd Lourdes miracle was reportedly recognized. Wait. So, okay. List of Lourdes miracles. The Miracle Hunter. List of approved. Huh? Vatican approved. See, stuff like this. Bro, what do you mean Vatican recognized? Does that mean like there's been. I don't know. To me, that's cool. It's not guaranteed. I'm not like, oh, this definitely for sure happened, but like, I do like documentation. I'm a big documentation guy. Like, hey, look, they're saying they're like going up to bat. They're inviting. They're not. What'll happen oftentimes is you'll be like, oh, there's all these miracles, which is it's kind of easy to be like, no, there isn't. But what's hard to combat is like there this miracle, that miracle, this miracle, that miracle, this miracle, that miracle. See how much there's a difference in what I'm saying. So this is cool. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's a bunch of different things. I know that. Anyway, let's get back to the Lord stuff. Okay, in 1859, Professor Vergès at the Faculty of Medicine in Montpellier was appointed to examine the cures. 7 cures were recorded before 1862, promoting the argument for the recognition of apparitions by Bishop Lourdes. 7,000 cures have been documented. Why have I never heard of this? The Waters of Lourdes. The Church has vigorously investigated and validated a mere 67 of them. Okay, I want to see this. How are Lourdes cures recognized as miracles? See, now we're talking. Of course. Hang on here. How are the Lord's miracles, the Lord's cure, the Lord's cures miracles? How are they like validated? What's the process? I'm seeing here something about there's 7,000 of them that have been like reported, and 67 have been vetted. Let's see what we got. Let's see what my good friend ChatGPT has to say about it. We'll close some tabs here. Juan Diego. Okay, a Lord's 7,000 reported, was 72 officially recognized. Oh, okay. Antonio Rocco. How about we just look into Antoni Rocco? Let's see what pops up here. Is that her? Why does she look like exactly what I expected? Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay, 67. That's a rough 67. All right. Okay, what do we have? On Wednesday, April 16th, the Sanctuary of Our Lady of Lourdes welcomes Antonio Rocco, who suffered from. Okay, so multiple sclerosis, you have these things. They're called myelin sheath. They degrade. Myelin sheath, their job is your motor neurons. You fire a neuron, and it moves at a certain speed, but it's not fast enough to quickly, make a muscle move. The myelin sheath, they speed it up, kind of like a Mario Kart rainbow, whatever. makes it move really fast. Well, ALS, you lose these myelin sheaths, so you slowly over time lose the ability to like send signals fast enough to be able to move. So you eventually go full Stephen Hawking. That's ALS. What's PLS? Okay, it's a rare neuromuscular disorder. Simulates upper motor neurons. Well, hold on. What's the difference between PLS and ALS? Let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can't just ask ChatGPT. They're both motor neuron diseases. The biggest difference is so ALS affects both upper and lower. PAL primary usually means muscle stiffness. So is this like at least that's at least you get to live paralyzed. Upper motor neurons, whatever. Okay, so I'm guessing that's just upper extremities. Am I assuming right? You mean like upper extremities, like your legs still work? Let's see if we're on track here. Okay, it means higher up in the nervous system. So brain and spinal cord. Okay, whatever. What's important to note here is this is like serious. Is there currently any known cure? I know there isn't, but I'm still. Yeah, that's what I thought. All those ice buckets. Okay, now. So what we're saying to recap, my girl here had PLS. I'm guessing that's why she's in a wheelchair. How is that? Did she start wearing the veil? I mean, I might have started wearing the veil too, however. Okay, in 2004, she had severe headaches. What's this source? The Lourdes, France. In 2005, hold on, let me double check here. Are there any skeptics? Are there any like skeptics that are like notable? That are calling into the Antonio Rocco, the 72nd Lourdes miracle. Is there anybody who's like prominent claims that this is like an exaggeration or anything like that? Because I'm kind of just going off of what this link here says, and I'd like to double check here that we're not just Let's see. What skepticism? Reddit style discussion, of course. But I did not find any prominent name skeptic. Okay. May overstate it by calling. Okay, well, that's okay. We just established it doesn't matter if we're calling it ALS, but it's really PLS. The idea is it's not reversible. Lourdes page is not. It gives a timeline to us. Okay. This matters because PLS is serious and incurable, but it's slower. Yeah, we figured that out just now. The strongest pro documentation I found is the Italian neurologist Vincenzo Cellini, director of neuroscience at Oxologico IRCCS, reportedly participated in the Lourdes. This case was complex because PLS is ultra rare. He also said the institute helped confirm the diagnosis. The neurological remission was validated 3 times over. Wow. So I'm not seeing a notable skeptic. This is interesting. So that right there. So you're saying they there was 3 times they validated that she no longer had PLS. Okay. 2005, 2006, she was diagnosed. 2008, her condition worsened. 2009, went on a pilgrimage to Lourdes. She went to the bath, her usual sense of well being. August and September. So she had a. So in August and September of the same year, she underwent a series of checkups which showed this. So yeah, this is back in 09. There was certainly no BPC 157. Not like that would make a difference, but there was no peptides back then, at least no big ones that would make any. There's no way that she just. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. The members of the Bureau who were present collegially. Whatever that word is. Preserved, blah, blah, blah. In 2004, after a period of clinical observation and validation of the international consensus in the diagnosis, Miss Antonio Rego created a PLS course. Well, this is interesting. I would like. I didn't say BLL, chat. Okay, her original diagnosis was that other one said 2008. What do we have here? What is this? I was just on this page, and it said 2006 years. Okay, what? You know what? Whatever. Committee later voted on the curative for the PLS. Okay, she didn't just feel better. They confirmed she had PLS. Are there any documented cases of this happening outside of this lady? Okay, I'm not finding anyone on documented blah blah blah. For ALS, rare reversals have been studied. See, I would like to know more about that, but that's not related to religion. Anyway, I wonder how many ice buckets it took to reverse it. I'm not seeing the same kind of known reversal cases. There are also cases where someone is diagnosed with something that looks like ALS, but it's actually a misdiagnosis. That would be a relief, I guess. Um. So yeah, I guess that's Antonio Racca. Maybe we should look at one more. That's Orthodox Christianity. Let's try this. Find me an extremely skeptical article that's very much against the story we're discussing here. I would like to look that over. Let's see if ChatGPT Plus can help me out. Don't look at this. Please ignore my. Should have hit that. Oh well, I'm also a real estate agent. Don't mind me. Magic Waters by Skeptical Inquirer. Let's see. Magic Waters by Joe Nickel. Water's ability to cleanse obviously made it a natural choice for ritual washings such as baptism in Christianity and mikvah in Judaism. Its power to soothe the mind or burn, quench the thirst, to provide other relief. Is such a person trying to hit the 500 word minimum. Okay, I want to get to the point. Where is that? Among the earliest healing practices in hydrotherapy. Where is the point? Oh, look, the fountain of youth. Imbued waters. Okay, really? Is this just an article about water being... I'm looking for... Okay, well... Okay. I mean, this isn't... Let's try this one. You know it's a good sign when you're like, this is the same website! The Guardian. Lourdes finds cure for a lack of miracles. A less strict definition. I see what they did there. I like that. Miracles, like much else in the Catholic Church, aren't what they used to be. The French Shrine of Lourdes has often been likened to a religious theme park, offering package tours and souvenirs for the millions of pilgrims who arrive each year, many of them sick and desperate to at least... Okay. Modern medicine raises the barrier what could be deemed a sudden miraculous recovery. The Catholic Church is having to modernize, now leading to the shrines of some 6 million people. Every year, dozens of seriously ill people go to the grotto in southwestern France, where the Virgin Mary reportedly appeared to local girls in 1858. Bishop Jacques Perrier proposed a new category of authentic healing, so those who recover can share the story. Doctors say today, Bishop Perrier... That's the Harlock, okay. What's the point of this article? The last official miracle man healed of multiple sclerosis, another multiple sclerosis one. Interesting. MS, ALS, PLS. This is very interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do much more digging than that. I'm not saying I'm convinced. I am saying that it seems like it's legit. And the reason, let me give you a basis for that conclusion. If I wanted to find out whether or not, I don't know, what's a good example here? If I take Tylenol and the goal is to get taller, will it work? It wouldn't take me long to find out. You see, that's an absurd claim. Oh yeah, 2 Tylenol, you'll grow 3 inches. That's an absurd claim. It wouldn't take me very long to find, hey, that's a delusional claim. That's not legit. It would be very easy for me to like figure that out. The fact that I've spent, what is it, 8, 9, 10 minutes here looking into this, and I haven't really been able to find anything negative outside of just like unrelated opinion pieces. Now I am only it's only been a couple minutes of research. I'm sure if I dug hard enough, but that's kind of the point. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that one. I'm gonna give that one an 8 out of 10 in my convinced score, my convinced rating there. All right, well that's that. Stay tuned for more in the future.